The new regulations will change the provisions of the Act on crowdfunding for business ventures. The changes consist of three basic elements: credit holidays, a new loan interest rate, and an increase in the budget of the Borrowers' Support Fund. We move this money from the banks to the citizens, and it is in the banks' interest that citizens survive this crisis as well as possible. So in the end, it is not against the interests of the banks. This is against the short-sighted, selfish interest of banks and financial institutions, but it is not against the long-term interests of the entire economy, of which banks are part. Credit holidays are to allow the repayment of the obligation for 4 months without additional interest in 2022 and 2023. They apply to loans denominated in zloty. On the other hand, the resignation from WIBOR, i.e. the loan instalments calculation ratio, would bring the portfolios of Polish consumers about 1 billion zloty from 2023. We will ensure the FWK, which currently amounts to 600 million zloty, will be increased to 2 billion zloty, and this is the pool to be used even this year. For the next year, it will be at least 2 billion zloty. This too is a cost to be borne by the banking sector. In order to receive support from the Borrower Support Fund, one of the following three conditions must be met. A person must have the status of unemployed by at least one of the borrowers, monthly housing loan servicing costs exceed 50% of monthly income, or when the monthly income after deducting the cost of loans does not exceed the specified amount of 1,552 zloty for a single-person household and 1,200 zloty per person for a multi-person household. Today we are submitting this project for wide consultation. We want all stakeholders to participate in it, in order to ensure that, in addition to helping the citizens, also to ensure the stability of the financial and banking sector. Grzegorz Szczetodrowski from the Department of Economic Policy at the University of Gdansk expresses his concern that the proposals will not be accepted by the banking sector. I'm telling you, it is not something that is enough to explain. The banks willingly admit that they are right, and they will say, of course, without any conditions, we increase. Economist Professor Zbigniew Krzysiak points out that the current WIBOR did not reflect the cost of financing mortgage loans. This new reference could possibly have a lower interest rate, 1%, even 1.5%, maybe even 2%. Applications to the Borrowers' Support Fund may be submitted now. A new feature is online submission of applications.